Oh man, Attack on Titan episode 43 of season 3, man. Where to begin this episode? I mean, a lot of good stuff going on this episode, and most importantly, Historia takes a stand and finds out who she is in life and or as a person. At least she's in the very beginning steps of that and says, hey, I'm not going to live my family's life for the past 100 years. I'm not going to live a life that I feel is morally incorrect. You know, I'm not obligated to do that. I am my own person. I am not a product of my heritage and or, you know, family. I am still, yes, I am a product of them in a way, but I'm still my own individual within that family. So that was cool to see. And I want to explain something here. She had, you know, whenever she asked the question, why haven't we changed this shit in the past 100 years if I'm just supposed to be the one to do so? Your brother could have done it. You could have took on the Titan role and done what you believed was right. Why haven't you done it, Dad? And he doesn't have an answer. And I love that she smacks the shit out of that needle out of his hand. The music drops. And I got to say, man, the music, I want to hop into that really quick here. We'll get into the action scene in a second. From the action scene in the very beginning when Levi and the squad came in there, and this scene at the very end, a different kind of music. This is not the Attack on Titan music we're necessarily used to hearing. I mean, that ending song kind of sounded, you know, it reminded me of Recreators, actually. That's what that, you know, reminded me of. The ending song just, it started kicking out. I was like, is this Recreators? Like, this reminds me of one of those kind of things. I mean, maybe throughout the whole episode, it really reminded me of Recreators soundtrack. And that's something that's just kind of caught off guard. I was like, whoa, holy crap. I did not see that coming. So on top of that, though, now hopping into the ending scene, of course, seeing that he licked that up, and now he's trying to, well, obviously Eren, and obviously judging by the preview, we know that they get out of there alive. Maybe he just turned into a Titan and he ran away. I mean, obviously whenever they turn to Titans, they kind of lose who they are, right? Especially if it's their first time turning into a Titan. That's why people get eaten, because they can't control themselves. They don't hesitate to control themselves. So, I mean, that's why Eren is dad, right? So, other than that, though, hopping into the actual action scene, you know, that scene is really good, and I'm going to explain why to you guys really quick here. And that was because it spoke for the characters and who they are and who they've become throughout these past 8 episodes, you know. Hesitate and you'll die. It's either kill or be killed. That's what it is right now whenever it's human versus humans. And we do see slight hesitation in the eyes of them, but not in the movements of them. I mean, you could say, yes, there still is hesitation. Maybe they could kill quicker. Maybe they could swing the swords faster. And I think that's something that was very well captured within this episode. Watch Gene. You know, watch some of the other guys, the way they just pick a guy off. You see the hesitation in their eyes. Right? You still see you still see that they feel like this is just wrong and terrible, which, yes, sure, it is wrong. But at the same time, you see kind of like they're swinging their swords, they're killing them, but it seems like there's a hesitation in it. Yes, they're doing it quick enough. Yes, they're doing it fast enough to live, you know, kill instead of be killed. But if you go look at Mikasa, you just see, you know, how fluid she is with her movements. Just no hesitation at all. Yes, she may not like what she's doing, but she understands what she has to do to the fullest and has accepted that. These guys have accepted it, but they kind of, I guess, in a weird way, they haven't embraced it. And that's something that you don't necessarily want to embrace. But I mean, Levi's like, you did it. Think about it. You're doing this for your allies. You're doing this for your friends. You're doing this for your family. Embrace it. See the good in it. And they just haven't fully seen the good in it. They just accepted the role of, I have to be, you know, at the slaughter. I have to. It's kill or be killed in this show. So that's something that's pretty cool to see, though. And on top of that, man, just the Ackerman onslaught, it's just nuts. And Kenny really changing sides, kind of. And no, Kenny didn't even change sides, because Kenny wanted to become a Titan, but then he's just kind of like, holy crap. He overhears him and says, you can't do this and or that unless you had the race blood in you, you know, within you. And it makes you wonder how this all came about. And he does say, you know, no one, unless they have the memories, can know how this all really truly started. And that's huge. You guys hopefully made it into, you know, this far into the video, because that's massive. He says, no one, I don't even know the answer why we haven't stopped it the past 100 years. No one, you know, someone with the memories, which you have to have that serum in you, will know. Now, Eren, he knows. He has some memories. He saw Frida's. So maybe he will see more and more as this, you know, kind of goes on, because he just had the revelation of what the serum does. And he has the race DNA in him, right? Because they were talking about eating the spine and whatnot, and the spine's huge. You have to eat the spine of the person. So when we look at Eren, he ate the spine of the person, and that spine of Frida was in his dad, and he ate his dad's spine, and therefore he ate Frida's spine as well. So he could, you know, what's in the basement too? Who knows? Maybe it's another syringe for memories. Who knows? But that's something that we just kind of got to think about there. But on top of that, though, Kenny just kind of sitting on the side saying, hey, I can't become a Titan or whatever, or I can become a Titan, but I can't truly change the world because I don't have the race blood in them. Is that truly true? Yes, but at the same time, I think if you have the syringe and you have the DNA of them within you, I think it's fine. You're seeing Frida's memories. Whose memories did Frida see? She had the race blood in her. How is she able to see stuff if how is Eren able to see stuff if she's able to see stuff and then you're only supposed to have that race blood in you? Who knows? I know that's kind of tongue twister. I know I kind of rambled there, but I'm trying to get that point out as much as I can. There's still some things that need to be kind of put into this theory of mine per se, or hypothesis, I should say, actually educated guess. But it just seems like yes, Eren's going to be able to unlock those memories and see how it all began because he's already seen Frida's memories. If you can see Frida's, then memories did Frida see? And if he doesn't have the race blood in him, how is he able to see her memories? That's the question you got to ask yourself, you know what I mean? So yeah, on top of that though, moving on to the next thing, Eren's speech was really cool. And that's because Eren's speech was something that caught me off guard. And the reason for that speech catching me off guard really was actually because I see Eren as a character that would have been like, I have this power, I'm going to use it wisely, and he's going to take pride in that it was given, that it was given to him, even though he didn't deserve it, and it wasn't rightfully his. So he kind of did not embrace the fact that he had it and that he was going to do good with it. Instead, he's beating himself up over what his dad did. And I think that's, Eren, it's right in front of you. Your dad took the power because for the past 100 fucking years, the Reyes family has done nothing with it. They taught her dad, Historia's dad, wants to go on and on about how the self-righteous, they're self-righteous. The family is about, we're doing what's right. We're lying to people. We're manipulating people. We're letting people die. No. Who cares if you are, you're keeping people alive? But you're allowing people to live a lie. You're brainwashing them. You're putting them in a dream. You're not allowing them to truly face reality in the fullest, even though they do face reality. But they have, what is the true reality even? They're facing the reality now, but if you would actually use this power, you can control Titans. Control all the Titans to, I don't know, go jump off a cliff that would kill them. Do something. Control the Titans. Make them eat each other. Make them exterminate one another. You had that choice. And you never did anything like that. Nothing even close to that. So, Eren has to realize, hey, buddy, you need this power. Your dad took his power because they weren't doing shit with it. They were using and abusing that power and making people live a lie. So, Eren, get your head out of your butt because I know it's going to happen. But, Rod Reyes said it right in front of you. He gave you all the proof you need that the Reyes family doesn't do anything with it. Historia hasn't acknowledged that. Hopefully, Historia smacks you in the face and says, hey, listen, man. Listen, they have not done shit with this. You are trying to do shit with this. Do shit with it because you're the person that deserves this power and needs to use this power to help humanity because you believe in the life beyond the wall. So, other than that, though, I'm pretty sure I did cover everything I did want to cover, actually. But, man, what do you guys think of this episode? Great episode. I loved it. What do you guys think of the soundtrack? It's really, really different for Attack on Titan. Still loved it. Still liked it. But it's just different. It reminded me of Recreators, especially the one that's Historia. But, yeah, other than that, though, guys, be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.